Hello everyone! This is a special video for this is all about Christmas and the festivities around it. In today's video, apart from the concept of gift exchange, there is a lesson for each one of us, and that's what I'm going to talk about. Hey folks, I am CSK and you're watching me on my channel CSKSpeaks. Welcome, and before I go forward, let me take this opportunity to wish each one of you and your families Merry Christmas. Now, as you can see in the background, in my background, I have this beautifully lit up Christmas tree ready for all the celebrations tomorrow. Now, with celebrations, we understand one thing which comes along with the Christmas festivities, and that is gift exchange. For all of you who are uninitiated, let me explain the concept of gift exchange a little bit. In the good old days and even today, kids and families come along together with surprise gifts and they kind of place it at the bottom of the Christmas tree and have this game going around in families where each one of them can go and pick another gift box. And another gift box, which means they will leave behind their gift and pick up another gift. And in return, each one of us or each one of them will get a gift in their hand and they get to keep it for themselves. Now, as simple as it sounds, gift exchange has a little more deeper meaning in my opinion, and that is what I'm going to share with you today through this particular video. Now, as I spoke about gift exchange, now bear in mind you can only take one gift out of that entire exercise, which means by very option of picking up one gift, you have said no to many other gifts. All the gifts there, you have said no, right? That is what exactly I'm talking about. Fear of missing out. Now, from the gift's point of view, the gift is missing out on you. If I turn it around, you are actually saying no to all other boxes and just picking up one. Now, whatever may be your rationale in picking up that particular box, apart from the fact that you cannot pick up your own box, everything else will make sure that you are avoiding the rest of the boxes. Now stay on that thought. That's the exact thought I'm trying to present here in this video, the fear of missing out. Now park that aside and come back to our lives. FOMO, as we normally call it, is catching up faster than we can imagine. As simple as when you are part of a WhatsApp group, people are having some conversation and you open up your mobile phone, and when you see that you have not contributed to that conversation, rather than thinking about what is the meaningful contribution I can make in that conversation, the first thought which crosses our mind is, oh, I have missed out of so much of action which has already happened on the group. That's the fear of missing out. Now expand it a little more. In our social circles, in our professional lives, in our personal lives, majority of our actions are driven by fear of missing out. FOMO is catching up much faster in the teen-aged children today. Your kids are behaving in a way which is very tough for you to imagine and believe it, only because they are captured by the FOMO effect. Today, as we are celebrating Christmas, I thought, let me talk about redefining FOMO. FOMO need not mean fear of missing out. FOMO should mean fun of missing out. And I think that's the thought which I want to leave behind today. Let's redefine FOMO to be fun of missing out. Go back to the gift exchange for a second now. When you are picking up the gift, you know at the bottom of your heart that you are saying no to all other gifts and you have a great feeling of fun in picking up the gift, which means you are choosy about your actions. When you look at every action in your life with that choice as a perspective, then suddenly FOMO means fun of missing out, because by picking up one or by saying yes to one, you are also comfortable saying no to all the other. And that's exactly what we need to do. Remember, there's only that much we all can do and have in our lives and in our day. But when we make those things our choices, we are at peace with ourselves, and that is the ultimate motive of every action. Well, let's not get into philosophical mode. I will take a detour from there and try to drive home another point which stresses on fear of missing out and fun of missing out. This is something which is more recent, which we all woke up to with the tragedy of the helicopter crash of our CDS, Bipin Rawat. Now, all of us by now know about the story and the unfortunate incident, so I'm not getting there, but I want to kind of unearth one of those contributions made by person who was saved or who escaped the crash, who is Group Captain Varun Singh. Now this letter, I'm going to share this letter with all of you on my video. This letter was written by him a little earlier from the flight crash or the helicopter crash. This was dated 18th of September 2021, and this was a letter written by Group Captain Varun Singh to his school principal. And I found it particularly relevant to this theme of fun of missing out rather than fear of missing out, and that's why I am bringing that to your consideration. This letter talks about a lot of things. It talks about how he was a very mediocre or an average student in the school. He missed out on a lot of things, like from debates to extracurricular activities to sports, and he was also not particularly brilliant in academics, but he somehow made it as an officer cadet to the NDA. But even at the National Defense Academy, he could not make the final cut to be appointed there, so he ended up with the AFA, that is the Air Force Academy. Only after landing there, he realized that how he was absolutely passionate about flights and aerospace or aircrafts. Now that again continues, and it goes on to talk about what all he did to make him or his passion come alive. But then I want to stop at this particular point number 12 in the letter, and I'm going to read that verbatim to you to explain it a little more deeper. Here he talks about, and I read, "It is okay to be mediocre. Not everyone will excel at school, and not everyone will be able to score in the 90s. If you do, it is an amazing achievement and must be applauded. However, if you don't, do not think that you are meant to be mediocre. You may be mediocre in school, but it is by no means a measure of things to come in life. Find your calling. It could be art, music, graphic design, literature, etc. Whatever your work towards, be dedicated to do your best. Never go to bed thinking, I could have put in more effort." And he continues in point number 13. Never lose hope. Never think you cannot be good at what you want to be. It will not come easy. It will take effort. It will require sacrifice of time and comfort. I was mediocre, and today I have reached difficult milestones in my career. Do not think that the 12th board marks decide what you are capable of achieving in life. Believe in yourself and work towards it. Now, these are the words by Group Captain Varun Singh. Now, how relevant and pertinent they are, I'm sure I can leave that to your imagination and your own reflection. But he further continues to make one point. The reason why he is writing this letter to his school principal is he wishes that the school principal will take some excerpts from this particular letter and share it among all the students. And when I got hold of this letter, I thought it is particularly relevant to share this with all of you my audience, because you can actually further share it with your students that it is absolutely okay to miss out. It is absolutely okay, and not get carried away by the fear of missing out. Let me speak to you one important point, and that's my concluding point of today's video. We all want to get everything. We all want to have that everything in our life. Absolutely fine. But the question you got to ask is, am I particularly happy in selecting for my consideration what exactly I want? Let's make it simple. Common sense says we can't have everything in life. But practical feeling tells us we should go for everything, but that everything is again defined by me, not by my neighbor, not by my friend, or not by the society. So whatever comes into my consideration set of everything, am I deciding? Because once you decide on that everything, the rest is not your thing. You are going to miss out any way of it. So while you are defining your everything, you have fun, and that's why I call it as fun on missing out, or fun of missing out, because you are missing out on the host of things. So this Christmas, this festival season, as we gear up to embrace another year, let's spend the last week of the year 2021 in reflecting and redefining what I am okay on missing out. What can I leave out of my consideration set? As the gift exchange tells us that you can pick one gift among all the gifts, and by picking one, you are saying no to rest of it, and you are happy with it. You are absolutely okay with it. So let's redefine the fear of missing out into fun of missing out. Stay safe, stay happy, and continue to enjoy Christmas and the New Year celebrations. Signing off till next time, CSK.